Okay, we are live. I'm going to take these off so they don't distract you. We're live on a very wet and miserable day here. So before we kick things off, I want to give you something. I want to give you the Prosperity Pack. This is completely free, but it's available for any woman who wants to improve her life and level up. In the Prosperity Pack, you will get my Prosperity Playbook, which will talk you through everything you don't need to do to live a better life. And it will talk you through some of the biggest issues that women are facing today when it comes to living a better life. And I'm also going to give you my Emotional Excellency mini-series, which will show you how to clear unwanted emotions. And there's some bonus bits in there for you as well. So if you guys want that, just drop in the comments and let me know, and I will send that over to you. So today's episode, tests that don't matter. So this was prompted by a post that I saw a couple of days ago about personality types, all the different personality types. I believe it's the Myers-Briggs test that is the most common one, but obviously there's loads of different ones. And it got me thinking about all of the tests that I've done over the years, the personality tests, IQ tests, numerology tests, birth charts, death charts, star signs, all these different types of tests and charts that are all put together to try and help you form some kind of definition for who you actually are. Most of us do these tests out of a desire to better understand ourselves. I used to do it because I was feeling lost and I thought the tests would help define me. They would give me something I was missing because I felt like an outsider, and they would give me that sense of belonging and that sense of comfort around who I actually was, because at the time I didn't understand who I was or what I was or how any of this works. And I think most of us do the same thing. We look to the outside world to define us so that we can fit in and feel part of something, because feeling like an outsider is painful. Feeling lost and feeling unsure and uncertain of yourself is really scary. And it's not a comfortable way to live. So we try and define ourselves, and we use these tools and these external things as a means of definition. But there's danger within that, because we can become stuck. When we put a definition or a label on ourselves, we essentially pack ourselves away into a little box. And then within that box, we start to believe we are the definition we've given ourselves. We start to take actions that support this and that demonstrate that definition to be true. I say it many times, we love to prove ourselves correct. So we'll start to take action to support the belief that we are a certain thing, and that we should be a certain way. Now, sometimes it's not always ourselves that put us in there. It can be other people through repetition and drilling and all this language that can tell us we are this, we should be this because I say so and I have power over you and all those kinds of things. But the point is, whether you've put yourself in the box or you've had someone else put you there, you will start to become that. You'll feel it, you'll think it, and then you'll act it. And the cycle will repeat. And on every repetition, it gets stronger and you get deeper and deeper and deeper into that box and you get stuck. That box that we're in, the person that we think we are, it doesn't necessarily serve you. So most of the time we find ourselves fulfilling roles and, being things and acting in a way that we know isn't really us. It doesn't serve us. It doesn't necessarily align with what we truly want out of life. And that creates this level of disconnection between who we are and who we're trying to be and what we actually want. And it creates a gap. And the gap is uncomfortable because we're over here doing things because we think we need to be a certain way and to act a certain way, whereas what we want is actually over here and we need to be doing something different. You don't need a test to tell you who you are. Yeah, it can help identify some key traits and some things that tend to come up over and over again, and that can help you maybe learn or act in a way that is beneficial, but don't let yourself be defined by that, because your personality is changeable. Just like your brain, it's malleable. You can change. And it's often said that our reality is a reflection of our personality, which shows us that if we don't like our life, then the change has to start with us. We cannot change our life until we change ourselves first. So if we can change these personalities, all these traits, the patterns, the thoughts, the feelings, the habits, the things that don't serve us, then our world will get better. Every day, our world is changing around us. That's one of the constants of life. Life is always changing. We're always changing on a cellular level constantly. And when we can understand that, and we can start to see things from a different angle, then we can start to create a shift. You've heard me say it many times before. What you are is limitless, and who you are is a choice. You always have that choice to be something else. And you don't have to be anything other than who you want to be and what you want to be. At the end of the day, if you live your life in a way that is dictated by other people, then you're wasting it. So instead of looking to outside influences, like all the tests that we've talked about, IQ tests, personality tests, this, that, the other, some of the numerology tests are pretty interesting as well, if you're interested in the spiritual kind of things. But all of these different things, if you're using them to define yourself and to build a picture of who you are, then you're going to be disappointed. What we need to do is look inwards and find out what actually makes us happy, what lights us up, what we value, all of those things. Because when we start to live those things, then we naturally become who we're supposed to be and who we want to be. We get to choose who we are every day. You don't have to be defined by something as silly as a personality test. So that's the lesson for today. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a great day.